Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to install the swivel mount for the Cybertruck screen. Alright, so I made a video previously showing all the components and everything, but first thing we're going to need is the little pry tool. We need to pry out the little bottom portion here. There's a little pry point here, okay, so that's what we're going to be prying at with the pry tool. So let's go ahead and get that, and we can get in here with the pry tool, and then we can pop that out. You can see how easy that popped out. Okay, there's one on the other side as well. So you get the tool in there, same thing, pop that out, and you can see this whole thing just falls down. This is an ambient sensor, air temperature sensor, I believe. Alright, so in the bag, it comes with this tool, okay? So it has all the tools we'll need. Basically, you're going to use that to get it out. Okay, so there's that one screw. We'll set that aside. And then let's grab the other screw. So the other screw. Okay, so here we go. We got this piece out. Let me show you what this part looks like here. Okay, and there's two of these we're gonna have to remove. We're gonna have to take the screen out. So I think we can just pull this. You wanna be careful because there's the wires back there. And now you can actually see the bottom of the screen here. So I need to set up the camera so you guys can see. So now that you pulled the orange part down, you should be able to pull this black portion in. You see that? It pulls, and then we should be able, there we go, it came out pretty easily. And then this piece needs to come out, and there we go. We got the entire screen out. It actually was super easy to remove. The hardest part was trying to record it for you guys. Alright, let's see if I can show you guys how to unclip this thing. There's two clips here, so we're gonna pull these aside. Alright, okay, so I went in from the corner, the side here, edge, and then get under there, and then we got under there, and there you go. Now we can lift this, okay, and once you get one side, let's see, how do we get this whole piece off from here? Oh, okay, so that just slides off. So you want to match up the shape here. Anyways, we'll line this up. Let's go ahead and remove the sensor from the connector here. So while you're kind of wiggling and pulling, and then there we go. So here's the sensor, and then we're going to attach it to this piece. So let me see if I can do this here, and we'll get that, line that up. We can go ahead and clip this back on. So we'll get that, okay, and then just click that in. Very simple. You see, now we got the flathead screwdriver bit into the corner, and then you pry it up, and while you're like, so you pull down on this, which pries that up, and then you can actually, there you go, pull that out. So we're gonna carefully wiggle that out. Okay, so it goes in like this. You want this portion facing down. Okay, then we have this plastic portion. It slides over on top, fits nicely. So that thing is hooked in on both sides, so we're gonna have to push that in. Gotta get my finger in. There we go. Okay, then tighten it in. I'll loosely fit that one first, and then we'll do the second one. Okay, I'll twist it backwards first. So we'll get this into there, slide that all the way in. Okay, then we get the screen and plug this in. So this just plugs in like that. This part's kind of hard to click in. There we go. Click that in. Click that in, and there we go. Alright, so we need to now slot this in, so line it up. Alright, so I got the whole thing slotted in, as you can see. Now we just got to get the bolts in. Alright, let's get the bolts in. So, we use the L-shaped tool here, and then the new screws that they included. So I got the screw in, and now, alright, so there we go. Now we got that in all the way. So here's what the screen looks like. Can tilt it back slightly, okay, if you want. So if there's glare, you can tilt it this way. You can tilt it completely flat. Now there, I see myself glared. So yeah, you can tilt it that way. You can do that.